tips on how to prepare for Chartered Accountancy exams. Alright guys, first things first, if this is the first time you're visiting the channel, then please do click subscribe, and if you find any value in this video, then please give us a thumbs up. The first point is understand the actual paper pattern, right? Right from knowing how they ask the questions to what is the kind of objective, subjective questions, what is the level of difficulty of the past papers, the time management. These are the few bare essentials that you need to know before you even consider appearing for the exam. It's more or less the first sort of thing you take up as soon as you understood a little bit of the syllabus. You get the hang of the syllabus a little bit also. Start taking the past papers and start getting the hang of paper patterns. Start asking the universe for what kind of tips and tricks. Time management is, like I keep saying, the most important. Some people have a preference. Do this question first, this kind of question next, this kind of question last in the exam. Ask different people. Everyone has different views. There is no one size fits all. So ask everybody, understand what you think you can resonate the most with, and start sort of keeping that in your repertoire of knowledge base. Know the syllabus. Now, I know people generally prefer selective studying, but those are the kind of things I personally really hate. I know it's sometimes the syllabus is very vast and it does take a lot of time. Yeah, look, there are some topics which do have higher weightages than the others, so those are non-negotiable. Maybe you can let go of some. But all in all, if you have the foresight and more importantly, the understanding of yourself, plan your studies in a way, schedule your studies in a way that you more or less touch upon everything. You can always learn the ones which have the higher weightage more thoroughly than the rest, but try and not avoid the rest at all. And if you do by any chance, make sure that you've spoken to enough people who studied that way and cleared the exam, and ask them how did they navigate that? What is the risk of whatever they skipped? What if that came in the exam? How sure are they that it won't come in the exam? And when they come across a question which they have skipped in their studies, how do they just skip it? Do they just fluke it? Understand everything that comes along with skipping. But once again, guys, try and not go with selective studies. Next, the most important thing, and this applies to whether you're giving the CA exam or any professional exam, or for that matter, any exam, mock exams. If you've seen any of our other videos, I keep talking about mocks, and there is a reason for that, because the highest amount of the students who have the highest passing percentage are the ones who land up ensuring that they give the most amount of mock exams, and not just give the mock exam. Give the mocks in an exam condition, actually go through the answers and learn from it and prepare for it better in the next mock and the next. I can promise you guys, personal experience as well as with thousands of our students, if you give your mock exams, there is no better preparation. Imagine when you were in school also, right? You would, before your board exams, you give your prelims. That essentially are mock exams, and they give it to you to prepare you for the final exam. And this applies to almost everything in life. I don't want to go outside of education, but you take sports, you take military, you take anything, right? The more they practice, the better is the final output. And that's why you should ensure that mock exams are given consistently before the final exam. Lastly, guys, a balance between a healthy mental lifestyle during this long journey, because most of these qualifications take anywhere from a year to 5. And if we talk about CA, specifically Indian CA, it can go to 6-7 years. So I know that it's a long journey. You cannot burn out by putting in massive energy in just studying, taking no breaks, because at that moment your body can take it, your mind can take it, and then almost crashing anytime during the studies or just after your studies. So please balance out how much of, what should the disciplined approach be with breaks, with how much time to actually study, with mental and physical health, with socializing. All of this is going to be crucial, because without that balance, anyways, as the exams come close, we let go of everything and just focus on the exam. So at least when the exams are not close and you have the time, don't overdo on chill, don't overdo on studies. Try and find the balance, because without having that mental and physical balance, you will, unfortunately, at some time, most likely break down. And it's not what you want. You're not entering into the world of studies to get into that competitive rat race. You're doing it to secure yourself, to earn freedom, to ensure that your effort today will pay off, hopefully a better launch of your career than people who didn't take that effort to prepare. So you're doing it for the right reasons. Make sure that you land up actually achieving those right reasons rather than going through these unexpected ways of having a difficult journey. Lastly, when it comes to study material, right, please ensure that if you're not taking training, if you're studying by yourself, You go and ensure you take it from the right sources. Even if you're taking training, ask everybody around you that is this going to be enough? And if not, where else to get the balanced study material? Because the more you prepare, look, there's a chance that a lot of the things you prepare might be wasted. But there's a higher chance that it's okay to have it wasted. But if any of those things can help you in the exam, it might make a difference between passing and failing, might make a difference between ranking and not. It might make a difference between learning a concept better, which will help you in your future than not. So it's okay to overstudy. Take as many resources as you can. It all depends on your availability of time, your energy, your bandwidth. But if you have any to spare, source the right study material. It can make a massive difference. If there is anything that you all have further which can help our audience, leave it in the comments. And as always, let us know if there's anything else we can do for you all.